Hello, my name is Emilio Rico, and I am an enhanced postbachelorate student here at Charles University.
Hello, my name is Joshaun Blackmon, and I'm a Master's of Public Health candidate at Charles University.
And I'm Joshua Solar. I'm also in the Enhanced Postbac program here.
And so basically, we're part of the HIV cluster here at Charles University, part of the SOAR program. And our research focuses on, it's a continuous study on a larger study that was conducted by our PI, Dr. Joseph Daniels, and it focuses on primarily Black HIV-positive men in Mpumalanga, South Africa, who have a lot of barriers, and just to understand those barriers and the facilitators that prevent them from accessing healthcare. And
so we used role plays as a method of collecting this data, where the black gay men actually acted out roles, and we used that data. There was a focus group, and we used that data and analyzed it. We created a code book, that data was translated. It was recorded on the tape recorder. It was translated, and then we as a group, as a cohort, we had a constant comparison meeting weekly to go over what our daily and weekly goals were, how to break the data down, what we were asked to do, and it was really good.
Yeah, and from the role plays and the focus groups and the transcriptions that we had coded, we extrapolated from the experiences that were presented in the role plays some key themes and our results, which were gay men in South Africa, and specifically the Mpumalanga region, have ongoing decisions on their health care and whether they are choosing to use traditional healers or just regular standard of health care. As well as they have a desire to manage their gay identity within the healthcare system, and many of them seek the autonomy but are still dependent on their family. So yeah, that was the primary findings that we have.
so SOAR for me personally, I think it has been a great experience so far. We've been meeting weekly with our PI, Dr. Joseph Daniels, who is amazing. He's also a new faculty here at Charles University. So for me, I didn't have any research experience prior to this. So it has given me like a huge hands-on experience on qualitative data research specifically. And I think this has definitely opened my eyes and seen a lot of the factors that influence the LGBTQ family specifically, and just I see myself hopefully doing this in the future. So I'm happy about that SOAR was here at Charleston.
Totally had an excellent experience with SOAR. Exposed my eyes again, as my cohort said, to what research is. I didn't really understand, but there's so much work, and I appreciate people who are involved in this greatly. What I was exposed to from the data and what we broke down created a greater interest to understanding about the whole LGBT movement and what they experience. I've always been someone that has always taken causes for those who are downtrodden, and it makes me want to be an advocate for people like that in the healthcare. Going into medicine as a doctor, I definitely want to advocate for them. I see their struggle as well as Black people's struggle with being represented, being treated fairly in healthcare, and I want to do more. Yes.
Yeah, and as for me, SOAR has really introduced me to what working in a team setting, team research-based setting. As prior to this research, I was in an independent drug discovery wet lab, and it was now transitioning onto this more qualitative work. I've been able to work with others from different levels of education, and that has just opened my eyes to just the ways different people think, and also how to work with them in order for the same cause. And that was it's been a really good experience to have that, and yeah.
So currently right now I'm in the Air National Guard, so I plan on hopefully continuing that in the future. And hopefully I also plan on applying to medical school this summer as well. So I plan on combining those two career goals in my future, hopefully becoming a military physician one day. And also, just in related to SOAR, I feel that this program has enlightened me also too, that I do want to continue this research, specifically targeting LGBTQ family, and just to hopefully open more doors, because from what we've seen so far from the research, there's a lot of systematic stigma, and that still goes around primarily with the institutions that go around, and it affects them individually. Sorry.
I also am a veteran. I'm both Army and Marine Corps. I'm semi-retired. I am an EMT, and I have a lot of experience in clinical settings. I've been an intern at UCLA. I did a lot of internship with them, and at St. Joseph. I was a clinical care extender for a long period of time. But again, this has shown me and exposed me to an experience I hadn't seen on that side, where you actually see people and their struggles, and seeing these role plays, I got a chance to see life from their perspective. And I want to use that experience again in my future plans to taking the MCAT this summer, as Joshua and Emilio are doing, and going into med school. I want to use this to fuel my passion to speak and advocate for those who don't have that voice. And just I'll again open that. If things aren't said, then people don't know about it. So I want to be a voice for those who don't have a voice to speak.
Yeah. I also as well will be applying to medical school this coming cycle. So my career goals were really looking at geriatric medicine. However, now looking upon this research, it really opened up my eyes to queer medicine and just queer health in general, because there are a lot of barriers and a lot of stigmas and a lot of ways that limit their healthcare access, and having myself been able to have access to that type of healthcare, I want to be able to extend that to the rest of the queer LGBT community. And it's been a really good run seeing the statistics and seeing the facts and the research that's going on into queer health, and hopefully being able to bring some of that, continue that research and bring it here within our community.